Hello and welcome to our exclusive podcast, Tech Circle. Today, for this particular podcast, we are connecting with a very renowned personality, Dr. Sushil Meher. Dr. Meher has been leading the IT division, the IT business function of AIIMS New Delhi for more than 3 decades. His leadership has been visionary in propelling AIIMS to new heights of digital adoption in healthcare. Welcome, Dr. Meher.
Okay, thank you for inviting me such a wonderful interview by Tech Circles. I'm really looking forward to this interview because my last 3 decades in the healthcare technology, I have contributed a lot. My experience definitely it will benefit to all the viewers who are watching my interview. Thank you.
Welcome, sir. So for today's podcast, the agenda and the topic is AI-enabled EMR adoption in India. So we'll be discussing a couple of things pertaining to that, the adoption, technology availability, challenges, and some of the imperatives related to that. So Dr. Meher, we'll start off the discussion. The first point I want to understand from you is, at an overarching level, the penetration level of EMR in India is fairly low to minimal. Now, having said that, where do you see the challenges from EMR adoption at a pan-country level?
You have to understand what is the EMR and what is the EHR.
Yep.
Okay, EMR is concentrated to a particular hospital. EHR means it will be a multiples, means data can be moved from one hospital to other hospitals. So first of all, you have to adopt the EMR. Then you will think for the EHR. Okay. The EMR, when we are collecting the clinical systems, you are collecting from the OPD, casualty, and the inpatient level. Now we come to the OPD. Most of whether it is a government, whether it is a private, whether it is a semi-government or non-profitable hospitals, everything is overcrowded. People's not getting in-time appointments to a particular specialty. In this crowd, let's take, if the doctor is seated there, each EMR, if he want to enter the clinical records to the systems, what we have started in gastroenterology, each new patient records in the gastroenterology, when we have entered it, it was taking around 35 minutes. So it is a main challenges that these 35 minutes to enter the record, they are mostly wasting their time, and time is a major factor. In AIIMS, each doctor is seeing around 60 to 70 patients, and in this way, it will take 30 to 40 minutes each records. So how much time it will take to finish the whole patient of the day? It is same thing everywhere. The time is a major factor. Huge data has to be entered in the EMR because his history, his past history, past investigations, past medications, then current status, current conditions, current what investigation has been done.
Okay.
So everything, when you enter it takes time. Though the technology is there, but this technology is not possible to implement it because when you are seated in a OPD room, doctor is treating the patient and he is asking the things. First of all, if you enter it is taking time. So right now technology is that voice to text, and very fantastic AI tools are available, voice to the text. But when you will go to the voice to the text, many people around you and they are shouting the open place. So their voice also, it will be disturbed to the entering to the EMR.
Got it.
So this is the one challenges is there. So that's why this is not possible in a public hospitals. Right now, in this stage, it is not possible.
Okay.
But in futures, definitely, because slowly people have started adopting it. Second part is that if the medical record is interoperable, okay, because patient is not coming to the direct to a big hospital, they are coming to a small dispensary. if this history has been recorded, and when he will reach to the big hospitals, his data has been transformed to the place he is going for the treatment. Okay, in that cases, the patient history timing recording it will be reduced. It takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
Because many things you have to talk to the patients. It is very difficult to understand what doctor is asking.
Got it.
Okay, what is because IQ levels everybody's are not same. When you are asking, he is thinking something else. And on the other parts, patient what they think it. I have problems. He has to talk my problems only. Why he is talking about history? What is my parents? What is my in-law side? Who are facing this? What kind of things? It is not there. It is not required for it. And if you enter this one, so these sort of things, if you will get it in early stage, and it will come to the EMR, in that case, this is not required to be entered to the system.
Okay.
So that time will be saved. In general, what we say for the why you are going for EMR, because more data, more healthcare. Okay. Less data, less quality of healthcare. If you know the whole patient history from the birth, and when you are coming to a hospital for a treatment, doctor has everything in front of his screen. Whether he's a diabetes or not, whether a thyroid is or not, he's a hypertension is or not, in the childhood what kind of disease he has been suffered, what kind of treatment has been come, what kind of allergy he has, how he means behaving to the different type of medicines. All these things, it is already been recorded in the past. So same things it will not be required to do here now. So this is the one things which is not there. So that's why it is taking time. People try to adapt it.
Got it. If I talk about another list of challenges pertaining to cost of implementation of AMR or technology availability, do you think those challenges are there, or do you think it's primarily the challenges that we spoke about and not cost related challenges currently?
You put the technology, definitely it will cost you extra. Okay, if you go for a voice to the text, it is very expensive. If you go for a good quality of voice to the text. Okay, so in that cases, on the hospital is ready for it or not. Let's take the private hospitals. Definitely they talk about ROI. Why you need it? Why you need it? Patient comes, will prescribe his medicines, or what investigation has to be done. That is sufficient for us. While go for the history and all these things, it is totally useless for them. But in the public hospitals or any government organization, those who are doing the research, definitely it is a bread and butter for them. This medical record is better for them because they do the research from the medical records.
Got it. Let's shift gear and talk something about AI. Now, AI, a lot of companies have been talking about, specifically in healthcare. There's a lot of buzz around AI these days. Now, if you look at healthcare, do you see new use cases, new areas of AI implementation, specifically from India perspective, that are happening? And if you talk about some of the large setups like Apollo's, AIIMS, do you see new use cases, new AI being implemented other than EMR?
Okay. Yeah, there is a lot of AI tools people have started using it, even including AIIMS also. We have a new setup. It is called the 2 labs we have set up in AIIMS premises. So one lab is called robotic lab. Another one is called the smart lab. Okay. It is a mixture of AI, robotics, process and technology.
Interesting.
Okay. See, you collect a samples and order the test. This is the manual intervention is required. Rest of the part is totally automated, everything.
Okay.
When the samples, definitely you have to collect the samples because it's a urine or a blood or sputum, whatever it is that. So you have to manually collect it. After that, it will put in a tray. It will go through a pneumatic tubes and put the buttons. It will reach to the destinations. It will put the buttons to go to the robotic labs. It will go to in the tubes. It will deliver there. Then there is a conveyor belt.
Okay.
All the sample it will go there. Then robotic hands, it will pick up, scan the barcode. Then he will put the samples in a particular machine, what kind of test has to be ordered.
Okay.
So after that, when the result is published in the local systems, the analytic programs is there, AI analytic program is there. This report is correct or not. What way he will do it? What is the past investigation has been done, and how a difference it is there, what disease is suffering, what treatment is going on, what medication is going on, is there any impact to the test? Based on that, one algorithm is there, then it will approve that this is correct report.
Very interesting.
If some difference it will come up, it will make red mark.
Okay.
So doctors has to see manually that I have to see. So it is about a more than 95% of the time doctors, it is not required to verify the report, and automatically it will transfer to the main database, and doctors and patient they can see immediately. So per hour we are around 4,500 tests this machine is performing.
Okay.
So the efficiency has gone up.
Yeah.
You are a very highly populated country, our patient load is very high, 1:1700 ratio is, doctor ratio is there, one doctor 1700 patients, so it is too very, the difference is very.
Yeah.
So in that cases, this type of technology when we do it, doctor's time is saving, and we are performing more investigations using this one. This is the one part is that. Another part is that when we are using the AI, we have observed around more than 30% people, they landed in a wrong department.
Okay.
Okay, when they are taking appointments, let's say he has a pain in the leg. So people are little bit learned, okay, we have to go to orthopedics. It may not be orthopedics required, it may be a rheumatology problem. Okay, so this difference they are unable to know it. So in that cases, if there is a AI tools, there is a lot of bots are there. When they are taking appointments, ask the what is the symptom you have.
Yeah.
Then he has to predict it, this type of treatment is required. Then he will recommend you that this department.
Very interesting.
So what is the advantage? 30% means if the patient is coming 14,000 patient in AIIMS in a day, 30% means around 4,000 patient nearly.
Yeah.
They are landed in a wrong place.
Yeah. That's a
Means you are wasting our doctor times, patient time, and patient is suffering. Another appointment has to take it again take time. So this bot will help them, and many cases you have tested it, it is helping them. So you will get you can land a right specialist. Another part is that when you will go to a doctor, always you will think that my queue is 17 and doctor will ask me after 16 patients.
Yeah.
How much time it will take? And many patients they are restless because the crowds, the locations. When patient is not well, he do not like to go to a crowd.
Yeah.
Okay. So in that cases, the predictive analysis will tell that particularly this doctor, some doctors do very fast, some doctors very slow, some better in mediums. So they can predict, your turn will come after 1 hour.
Okay.
So this 1 hour you can go to a cafe or somewhere else.
Yeah.
You can spend your time. So the curiosity will go down, and you can have a quality of time.
Got it.
Yeah. So this kind of things means already people have started using it.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah.
In India, some of the large setups, I'm not talking about AIIMS, you did mention, AIIMS has already implemented a couple of things. If you look at some of the other large setups, do you think these kind of use cases are going to be implemented in near future in almost all the large setups? I'm just talking about large, not mid and small companies, large setups.
See, everybody have their own business process.
Yeah.
Own requirements, business requirements, and even if we talk about public hospital to public hospital, it also differs. Even doctors to doctors it differs.
Yeah.
But when you will enforce it, okay, new technology to adapt it, in that cases definitely people start working if you will enforce it. Because what we felt when one executive order is coming, that has to be compliant by all the subordinates or employees of the, and that message clearly supposed to go from the top.
Yeah.
That is not coming up measure of the hospitals. So the top managements, they're supposed to have a clear-cut idea. I have to implement this.
The vision.
The vision, support the vision to be there, and the implementations.
Yeah, the tactics to implement that.
Because what we have seen it earlier, it was very high. You have the product.
Yeah.
And that product has to be consumed. Whether you are consuming 20%, 30%, 50%, 90%, 100% is not possible. So when you got a product, the product is very expensive. Today EMR is, if you go for a good company products, it is very expensive. Okay. And if you are using 20%, there is no use.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
Okay. And EMR, the advantage is that if you start using EMR, the first visit is time consuming. Second visit is not time consuming. Why it not time consuming? When doctor will open his patient records in the screen, it will show you that this is a red mark. This patient has this disease. This patient has these problems already in front of you. So it is not required to go back. No, not required. Everything is in there. This patient has this medicine to the allergy. Okay. So it takes less time to do it. Second part is that DDS, decision support system.
Yeah.
So if you use it, then what next to do? He'll read all the records and he'll suggest you. Whether you agree or not, that is up to you.
Yeah.
Okay. So this way we can reduce the time. If the data is there, it's standardized, and you are using a right kind of AI tools. So this is one of the helping hand to a doctors to do it. One very interesting things I am talking about is largely people have started using in the country, even small hospitals to big hospitals, simultaneously the investigation agency also. Let's say you have done a MRI.
Yeah.
Generally MRI in government hospital takes 2 to 3 days for reporting. Okay. In the private, if you go, within 2 hours they will give you. After scanning, image has generated, they have a reporting AI tools. Many open source is available, many proprietary items are available, and it is so accurate you can't believe it. It will generate the reports. Then what you have to do it? Doctors have to see the image and he will match it. If anything requires the corrections, they can correct it. So I have taken a survey with the doctors. Around more than 90%, 95% is accurate.
Oh, interesting. 95%, that's a good accuracy level.
Yeah. Second part is right now people are coming up, not is implemented in the country. That is not testing phase, those who are doing it. This is pathology reports.
Okay.
Pathology has another imaging. Okay. When your tissue has to be in the slide and taking the microscope, the image, it is there in the digital forms. Again, they have to see it, they have to make a reports. The image is so big to identify a cancer tissue, it is difficult for them. But AI tools read pixel by pixel and he will identify where is the and what kind of cancer it is there.
Yeah.
So you will make a report to that. Again, you see it and verify it. The accuracy rate definitely it will be more than 99%, I will tell. Because the pathology slides are legal items. They can't destroy it as per government of India. 6 saal aapko rakhna pada. You have to keep the 6 years with you. If somebody asks these slides, you have to give the patients. Let's say patient is showing in A hospital and he has moved to B hospital and B hospital needed that slides. So A hospital has to give to the B hospital through the patient, because patient is the owner, and they verify it. Because the reporting is not 100%, that's why they want to re-verify it. So this is the one thing it is coming up very soon, that pathology reportings, it is a very legal document, legal investigations, and the accuracy rate will go up. Sometimes by mistake somebody has missed this one and he has a cancer, then after 3 months the patient will nowhere.
Yeah.
So that's why right now very sophisticated AI tools is coming up for imagings. It will be excellent for it. Yeah.
Perfect. So, Dr. Meher, we actually uncovered some quite a few interesting things. One, we talked about the challenges. Then we also talked about, I mean, from large setups perspective, there are at times lack of vision, a lack of governance, tactics that inhibit large setups to implement EMRs and AI. But having said that, there are some very interesting use cases that you talked about pertaining to AI. I think we talked about a lot of things, and it was really great talking to you, Dr. Meher. And I think we can conclude the discussion. Thank you, really. We appreciate for your time.
Okay. Thank you. So nice of you.